Ghosts from the past 2 starting to leak onto the market. Rumors are swirling around. North American cases, 2 to 3 ghost rares per case on average. European cases, 0 to 1 ghost rares per case on average. We don't know if this is fact. This could all be fiction, could be small sample size, but right now North American getting the heavier loaded cases than that of Europe. Also, did you know that pulling that one specific ghost rare, even with the increased odds and ratios, are still ridiculously tough to pull? Stay tuned. We have a whole presentation with mathematical concepts we're going to go over right now.
In a world full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, grading, selling, buying, one card game remains supreme. One man has the insights you need to know. Watch and subscribe now. YugiohTube.
What's up, YouTube? YugiohTube here, and if you look at this checklist, look at all these great cards. You got the Dark Magician Girl, Cyber Dragon, Red Eyes, Blue Eyes Ultimate, Dark Arm, Eye of Timaeus, Winged Dragon of Ra, Spear Mode, Red Dragon Archfiend. If you notice, behind these cards, you have some ovals, some blue ovals. Why are some ovaled and some are not? In my personal opinion, and I think a lot of people will agree with me, but not all. In my personal opinion, these 9 ghost rares, out of the 9, 6 are star heavy hitter cards, right? 6 are just amazing heavy hitters. 3 of them, compared to the other ones, are duds. I wouldn't say they're really duds, but compared to these other cards, I would say that they are duds, relatively speaking. So, what we are going to do here is figure out probability, statistics, percentages, ratios on how likely we are to hit some of these cards out of a box, case, or pack. Let's go right into it. Let's look at the first scenario where you have 1 ghost rare in the case. Okay, so let's say scenario 1, you got 1 ghost rare in your Ghost from the Past 2 case. Okay, I know they said that it's double as likely, but let's just say you get 1. The odds of any ghost are 1 per case, right? So you have a 100% shot of hitting a ghost. The odds of ghost per display box is 10%. The odds of ghost per pack are 1 in 200 packs, which comes out to just under 1% at 0.5%. So let's just remember here, okay, you have a case. Within the sealed case, you have 10 display boxes. Within the 10 display boxes, you have 20 packs. Remember, they upped it to 4 packs per mini, which means you get 20 packs per display. Okay, you have 20 packs per display box. You have 10 display boxes per case. Okay, so now the odds of you hitting a ghost rare, any ghost rare, is 1 in 200 packs. Okay, if this were to be the case at 1 ghost rare per case, no pun intended. So far, so good. Let's move on. The odds of a heavy hitter, okay, per case. We already talked how, in my opinion, a heavy hitter, 6 out of the 9 ghosts. So in your favor, actually, are heavy hitters. So you have more heavy hitters than duds, right? You have 6 out of 9 of the ghosts are heavy hitters. 3 out of the 9 are duds. So the odds of a heavy hitter per case are simply 6 over 9, 6 divided by 9, 66.6%. If you had 1 ghost rare in the case, you have a 66.67% chance about that it is going to be a good one. 33%, it's not going to be a good one. Okay, the odds of a specific ghost you want per case. This is where things get interesting. Let's say you're a Red Eyes fan. I love Red Eyes Black Dragon. Amazing card. I only want it. I'm a Joey Wheeler simp. Okay, so let's say you want a Red Eyes only. Red Eyes only. And you're ripping open packs, boxes, and cases just to look for that one specific Red Eyes, right? The odds of you hitting that specific card that you want in the case is 1 out of 9, or 11.11%. Okay, let me repeat that. 1 ghost rare is the one you want out of 9 different ghost rares. So if you have 1 ghost rare in a case, you have a 1 in 9 shot, 1 in 9 case shot to hit that one specific ghost rare. Not good odds. If you look down below it, okay, over here, you've got 1 out of, and again, this is approximation, 1 out of 91 display boxes. It should really be 1 out of 9 display boxes, or 90, I should say. Okay, it should be 1 out of 90 approximately. It comes out to about 1.1%. If you were to get a display box, okay, let's say you got a display box for $80 to $100, expect to get that one specific card you want, expect to rip on average 90 display boxes to get that one specific ghost you want. Not good odds. Now, the odds of a dud, okay, the odds of a dud per display box. Let's say you buy a box. Your odds of hitting a dud ghost are about 1 in 30 display boxes. And then the odds of hitting a heavy hitter per your display box is 1 out of 15 display boxes, okay? The reason it's not 1 out of 10 is because there's no guarantee that the 10 box case is going to have the heavy hitter. So when you average it all out by taking the 6 out of 9 heavy hitter ghost rares, you multiply it by the 10% odds, okay? Because remember, there's 10 boxes per case. That comes out to 1 in 15 approximately display boxes. And of course, the dud comes out to 1 in 30. Now, the odds of a heavy hitter, let's say you buy packs. You're a pack gambler. You say, I don't want to do boxes. They're too expensive. I don't want to do cases. I want to do packs. You open a pack, okay? So you take the odds or probability of getting a heavy hitter, which is 6 out of 9. You take that percent. Then you multiply it, okay, by the 1 over 200, which is the 0.5%. That gives you a 0.33% chance, or approximately 1 in 304 pack odds of hitting a heavy hitter card. This right here, this should be a dud. The odds of a dud per pack are 3 out of 9. Okay, that's the odds of a dud. You multiply it by the odds of hitting any ghost rare, which is 1 out of 200. You get 0.17, which comes out to 1 out of 589 packs, folks. That's right. You have a 1 in 304 pack chance to get a heavy hitter. You have a 1 in 589 chance to get a dud ghost. Now, the odds of one specific ghost you want. Okay, let's say again you want that red eyes, and you're saying, I'm buying this pack, and in this one single packet of cards, I'm going to hope for red eyes. Well, you better hope very, very, very be optimistic. You better pray to the gods, no pun intended, not the god cards, but the gods, because your odds of hitting one specific ghost rare, okay, that you want that one specific one, the odds of you hitting that, not good. You take the 1 out of 9 for the ghost rare odds, okay? Then you multiply it by the 1 over 200 odds, and now you're down to 0.056%. Comes out to 1 in 1,786 packs. So if you go to the store and they're selling Ghost from the Past packs, right? Just keep in mind, if you want one specific card, like you're saying, my dream card, this is what I want, expect the odds to be 1 in 1,786 packs. Now, again, this is under the scenario that we have a 1 ghost rare case. Moving on to the 2 ghost rare case. Okay, you're going to notice the odds are definitely better. Actually, they're cut in half. So if you notice, you see how down here it was 1 in 1,786. We're now down to 1 in 893. Over here it was 1 in 589, down to 1 in 294.5. Over here with 1 per case, it's 1 in 304. Over here, it's 1 in 152. Now, the odds of getting any ghost rare is 100%, of course, if there's 2 in a case. The odds of getting any ghost rare per display box is 1 in 2 boxes, or 20%. The odds of any ghost rare per pack, 2 in 200 packs. Okay, remember before, 1 in 200 packs. Over here, it's 2 in 200. So now your odds, again, increased from 0.5% to 1%, a 1 in 100 shot. Okay, here's where things get very interesting. The odds of at least 1 heavy hitter per case. Okay, so let's say you buy a case of Ghosts from the Past 2. Okay, you got 2 ghost rares in the case. Let's say someone's just saying, hey, there's a guarantee that in this case you got 2 ghost rares. The odds of you getting 1 heavy hitter in that case, okay, 1 heavy hitter, which is one of those really 6, at least one, I should say, at least 1 heavy hitter, which is at least one of these 6 great ones. Okay, it's going to be the probability of getting ghost rare plus the probability of getting the heavy hitter ghost rare again. You subtract the intersection of that, okay, which is the multiplication of the odds of getting the heavy hitter times the odds of getting a heavy hitter. Again, I'm not going to get too detailed with this, but it comes out to 88.8%. Okay, so if you were to buy a case and someone says, hey, guaranteed in here you got 2 ghosts, all right, you have an 88.8% chance that you're going to hit one of those big 6. At least one of those big 6, which is pretty darn good, right? The odds of getting at least 1 dud per case, also it's about 55.5%. Okay, so just keep that in mind, and I'm not going to get too deep into this math here. the odds of one specific ghost you want. Okay, remember how over here is about 1 in 9 cases. I should actually say it's about 1 in 4.5 cases. Okay, the odds of getting one specific ghost you want per case, about 1 in 4.5 cases. The odds of getting a heavy hitter per display box, let's say you buy a random box, let's say there's 2 ghost rares per case. Now, 1 in every 7.5 display boxes, you'll get a heavy hitter. 1 out of every 15 display boxes, you get a dud. Ironically, again, because there are fewer duds than heavy hitters in the set, the odds of you actually getting a dud are harder than the odds of you getting a heavy hitter, which is really crazy stuff. And then finally, the odds of getting a specific ghost you want per display box. Let's say you buy a box. On average, there's 2 ghost rares per case. You're down to about 1 in 40.5 boxes of hitting that, which is still not great, but it's better than it was. And this is probably, seeing what we see online, the more likely scenario that we're looking with. If you need more, if you want more, let me know. I'm thinking of posting this on YugiohTube.com, but I hope this helped. I hope this put some math into perspective for you, and I hope you are happy hunting when it comes to ghost rares and ghosts from the past too. Looking forward to more content coming out. Until next time, please comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell button. YugiohTube signing out.